Okay, so setup wise, decent like grip pressure, could be a little bit loose to be fair.
Yep.
As you swung this golf club here now, your club face initially we can see is aiming a bit kind of left of that white line. Obviously you should be going, obviously if you're on the side of the mat you should be aiming kind of that way. So you're aiming that club face a little bit closed there now, okay? As your club goes back here, there's not really been much hip turn at all. Arms are still pulling, so your right elbow now you can see, wouldn't say hips have moved at all there, might have they? I mean your knees aren't moving at all. Get to about here, now they start coming in because they kind of have to, I suppose, yeah? And then once you get here now, that, the top land, there we go, and then the club is kind of way out there. Now, this move here, now I think we do some practice swings. Okay, so this move here now, look at your knees, look at your hips. They're starting to move, yeah? So that club is moving now. If we zoom in on there, look at your knees, yeah? They're moving, yeah? So the hips and body are moving now as one. Or if we look at this to start with, okay, as that club was going back, not as much movement there with your lower half. The knees going forward a bit, but there's not as much hip turn there as you could have done. Whereas this one now is a little bit more turn. And because of that, now the club's going to get a bit deeper and sort of further behind you. This one here now, it's looking a bit kind of stuck. This one here, now the club's going back. Your hands are behind you. You've turned more. You made a longer backswing. So now when you come back down, the club's able to come back sort of through your chest area. It's not so much over the top as you can see with that club. Decent strike. Ball hits the screen. And then we twist through. And it's feeling that kind of extended follow through, not the old head down and trying to hit the ground. I think the problem was when the elbow did that kind of pulling away, as we said. So if your right elbow kind of goes shoop, and pulls up, you're sort of starting the lawnmower. When your arm's up here, the only way you can hit the ground is just take your shoulder and dive into the ground. And you'll make contact with the ground, but you're going to do so by swinging the club in this direction, which is going to be no good. Now with the club face being closed, it's just going to keep going left, left, and then every now and then you get one that shanks because the club's coming from so far over here, coming this direction, you shank it and the ball goes off to the right. So the sensation of that hip's got to work more. Turn those hips more, twist and turn as much as you can with that right side. Knees, but you get some of those alignment sticks, so you get the sort of the big rod or the dowling sort of through your hips, and just see what those hips are going to do. If needs be, get made to pull that stick around. Come on. I mean, you can put anything in that. I mean, you can pick it. You got them in the bamboos, which do the same sort of job. Just get the sensation that your hips are moving to get the club working back because of your body turning, not because your arms pulling and dragging. If you do this, your arms can lift and drop, hitting the ground's easier. If you pull with the arm, you can't hit the ground. It doesn't work, okay? Make sense?
Lovely.
Excellent, good stuff.